What's going on, everyone? Hey, I'm very excited for you to be part of the OptinFunnel course. This is one of the choice courses, I feel like. This is most people don't understand that you will actually spend more time, and it's actually harder to convert people at the bottom of the value ladder, right, for cheaper amounts than it is at the top. Okay, but you still gotta have this piece of it. How do you get them involved in your business in the first place, right? And so this is one of those holy grails also of the whole funnel building. I should not stop saying that because they're all part of it, okay? But this is one of those funnels that will get people engaged in what is it you're actually doing. And before you ever ask for money, okay? I remember when we were, there's a lot of funnels I built for people that haven't converted well, or I'll go looking for people who don't convert well, and mostly it's not because the funnel is wrong, but because the psychology is wrong. Okay, and so what you'll find in this funnel build in particular is the actual funnel build itself is not hard. It's not. But where people jack it up is inside the psychology piece, okay? And so there's a lot of little things and cool isms that I wanted to walk through and teach you guys inside of this, but I also wanted to go through and show you more about specifically the psychology of what it takes to convert somebody inside of this style of funnel build, okay? Because it's very unique, it's very, very cool. And so one of the things you'll learn here, right, there's really, from just a generic opt-in page type, there's really three different kinds, okay? And although you might collect email, you collect email plus Facebook Messenger, you collect email plus Facebook, it doesn't matter, okay? The opt-in is still the opt-in. You still need to get people to click the button and give you the information. And it's a give and take relationship. One of the things people will do, is they don't quite understand what's happening after they ask for the opt-in, right? So that's all part of it. You've got to be able to figure out and know exactly where you're taking people after this as well. So anyways, real quick, just so you know, kind of like a top level of what's going to happen here. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to walk through and going to show you guys the actual, we call it the 1 sentence persuasion course, or the 5 curiosity hooks. When does your headline use either or, okay? Because we don't really typically use both. We'll use one or the other, and when does that actually happen? And that's the first thing I want to walk through with you guys. The first part of the course itself is going to show you that, okay? So you'll be able to go through and write your headline in a way. So there's actually a little bit more headline writing training in this course than any of the others, because I need you to know that. Okay, the actual funnel build itself is not that crazy hard. Okay, but it's still a 4-hour build, just so you have to know, because really the first hour and a half is me diving through a little bit more about the psychology behind each one of the headlines, psychology behind each, like, does that make sense? How each piece fits up with each thing here. Okay, what you're really doing inside of this opt-in series right here, story 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's really going on inside there? Okay, there's been several funnels that I've used like this in different scenarios that have worked very, very well, but only after I spent like several days thinking through the psychology piece. So anyways, first thing I gotta walk through, and we're gonna show you guys more of the psychology piece. And then what I'm gonna go through is I'm gonna build out, it's very, very simple. I'm gonna build out just these different page types, and I would just choose one, okay? Choose one. And make sure that, the very first phase of funnel building, right? The first step of a funnel is the actual bridge, the bridge itself, okay? The bridge is the thing that takes them from wherever they are, not from wherever you are, from wherever they are, and bridges the gap into the beginning of your value ladder and funnel, okay? That's the role of this. Okay, it's so huge, so key, so important. What do you do with them afterwards? How are you indoctrinating them? How are you getting them so that next time you ask for a sale, they're really likely to do so, okay? And so that's what we're gonna dive through the first part of this training on. And then we'll go through one of these 3 different funnel types. I would choose different page types: squeeze page, reverse squeeze page, and lead magnet page. And then after that, there's specific things that, and I go through a lot of specific examples of this exact kind of thank you page. It's very simple. It's not a crazy thing at all, but this has made me a lot of money based on a few things that I did on here. That's very, very key, very clever, very. Most people don't use that kind of stuff the way I'm using it. Anyway, so I'm excited for you to learn it and go through it. So this funnel, this page type, this funnel in general with one of these page types is one of the bread and butters that I use consistently, but it's how I'm doing it and specifically the psychology piece behind it. If you guys have ever heard of the FAT event, the Funnel Hackathon event, it was an event we were running for quite some time. We did it for about a year until logistically just kind of got too intense for us to run it, but they'd pay 15 grand and then I would hang out with them for 3 days and I would teach them. And one of the things that people would struggle with so much is they always thought that we were going to jump right on in and start building with funnels. We're going to open up ClickFunnels, guys, and for 3 straight days, we're going to build out funnels. I will tell you that of all 3 of those days, we spent 1 hour on the very last day actually in ClickFunnels. Okay, all the rest of it is this huge psychology piece that for some reason I think people just skip past. You've got to understand this. Okay, one day it was during a fat event. I did like day number 1 or day number 2 or something like that, and I had this massive realization. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, Russell, check this out. Under these circumstances, we use the 1-sentence persuasion course. And under these circumstances, we use the 5 curiosity hooks to make our headlines. And he was like, whoa, dude, make sure you teach that. That's wicked cool. And I was like, I know, it's so cool. Well, I didn't want to just limit that to those people who were there because we don't run that event anymore, okay? But I wanted to make that available to those of you guys who are in this as well, okay? So you're going to get a chance to go through, and I want to show you more of the actual headline and kind of script writing psychology that we go through, okay? This course is heavy in that area. The Optin Funnels courses. The funnel build part is not that crazy. It's not that intense at all. It's what I'm doing afterwards with them, okay? And these different things, cool stuff you could put in. Just a whole bunch of different options and opportunities, things like that. Anyway, I have used these both in a scenario to get cold traffic to Optin, warm traffic to Optin, hot traffic to Optin. But I've also used them for internal management. Okay, when somebody buys a product from me or when someone does this or that or whatever, there's been several times where I've built the equivalent of an opt-in page, right? For me just to manually enter people in that starts all this cool internal automation to make sure that I don't have to go, and it totally duplicated me, removed me, freed up my time because the system let me get hands off. The system let that individual get all the correct automation still on these high tickets. Anyway, so the applications for the Optin funnel is very, it's a lot. Both from using with customers and prospective customers, but then also specifically using it on an internal area for me to just do, I call them management funnels, so that I can go through and actually manage the customer as they ascend up the value ladder in certain ways. You know what I mean? Maybe I did a phone sale. Well, how do I get that person in all the systems? I just built an internal Optin funnel, and then whatever happened, this piece goes over here to Trello. This piece gets over here and it goes over to the fulfillment center. This piece gets over here to the specific support agent and support. You know what I mean? And it's all automated. And so I use these in several different scenarios. So anyways, I don't be fooled by the easiness of the funnel build. The way that I use these is very, very key. It's very important, and I'm excited for you to be a part of this. So anyways, without me continuing to blab on, excited for you to be here, excited for you to be part of this course. Welcome to the Optin Funnels, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.